Hi guys, it's Loewe. How's everyone doing? Let me tell you, every time I try and do a review recently, something happens. It's like the review gods are trying to tell me, don't do reviews anymore. Whether it's the bird tweeting, or someone knocking at the door, or the phone, or someone shouting outside. Today I just cut my finger just as I was putting my equipment up. So yeah, if I bleed all over the screen, sorry about that. So today I'm reviewing Loewe 001. I'd be lying if I said I didn't look that up to see how to pronounce it. I have never smelled a Loewe fragrance before. They've been making fragrances since the 1970s. They're a design house, so they're primarily fashion, but they have lots of fragrances as well. And up until a few months back, I had never smelled one. I was sent a sample by Christopher Sabino. If you're watching this, thank you. I am still working my way through your samples. I have so many. Obviously, I work with perfumery, so sometimes I just get overloaded and lost. But today I'm reviewing 001, the women's version of it. Also, the sweating is real, guys. The summer in London is so humid. Obviously, we're a tiny island surrounded by water. It's always humid. So this fragrance came out in summer 2016, and I'll start by saying that this fragrance is for all of you minimalists out there. I've had to teach myself, you know, you don't always need a fragrance with 50 notes and all these opulent, rich things. I've had to teach myself that everyone has different taste, and there are some people that I speak to that only wear molecules, so they won't even wear a full perfume, they just want that one molecule. So this fragrance from the get-go is a minimalist fragrance, but I'll tell you the notes. So it has tangerine and bergamot in it, it has pink pepper, it has an amber note in it, which I need to look up here because it's called Amber 001. I think it's like an amber molecule or something like that, as well as a lot of sandalwood, vanilla, and a bit of jasmine as well. So, bit of a mixture, but this fragrance is really centered around sandalwood. So what does it smell like? Given you're not going to get mice or sandalwood, you're not going to get the most amazing quality sandalwood in a fragrance anymore, only because it's really hard to find and it's really, really expensive. However, the sandalwood in here is really lovely. It is right at the forefront for the entire wear length of this, which is lovely because sandalwood's usually a base note or an accent. There's not many fragrances that I've smelled that are full on sandalwood, apart from a couple that spring to mind, which I won't go into. But anyway, the other notes in this are the supporting notes of it. The citruses in this never overstep, they just lift it up a little bit, and sandalwood can be, for me, sometimes buttery or even milky and creamy, and it's really a subtle, sensual kind of wood. In this, it's kind of light and brightened and freshened up by, I'm guessing, this linen-y type feeling. Linen-y, that's a funny word. Sorry, I've got tissue in my eye now. Ooh, child. This linen type thing that they say exists in this fragrance. It's clean, it's simple, and some of the reviews I read said that it's really characterless, it's really boring, it's really monotone, but you have to realise that that's the design of it. It's meant to be for a simpler time. I think this would be a really good hangover fragrance. You know, sometimes if you're hungover, like I get sometimes on the weekend, you just really don't want to face any fragrances at all. This, I think, would be really nice. It's subtle, it's a little bit quiet, and there's a touch of sweetness in here, but it doesn't ever really feel ambery or vanilla-y to me, even though vanilla is an ingredient of the Amber Accord anyway, but it doesn't ever go into that territory. It's a really gentle, woody type fluttery thing with a bit of a clean streak through it. And I think it's really elegant, I really like it. As far as sandalwoods go, it's one of the nicer ones that I've smelled. I have smelled G.O.F. Trumper's sandalwood, which is really cool, but it's much more bold. This one is a little bit more ethereal, but with enough bite and brightness to keep it that bit interesting. And that's pretty much all I can say about this fragrance. In terms of longevity, I think it's a medium. A lot of things I'm trying recently are medium. It's about a 5-6 hour thing, but sandalwood is quiet anyway. When it's the main forefront of a fragrance, it's going to be a quiet fragrance. This isn't a loud shouter, it's not a screaming fragrance. It's just one of those nice wafty things that you catch every now and then. So I think it's really beautiful. I really like it. And I'm glad it's the first one I've smelled from Loewe. I now want to try more of them. So probably about 5 or 6 hours, I would say. I get it. But it does, you can still smell it for a very long time, but more prominently during the up to 6 hour mark. Anyway, if you guys want to get this fragrance, head on over to notino.co.uk. I'll post a link below. And I'm Ouch my logo. Click my logo down there. Sorry, the door is bashing now. It's impossible. Ouch my logo, click my logo down there to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another review. I'm going to go and jump in an ice bucket. Okay, bye.